Hello friends, I'm Jamit. Welcome to this session on Learn and Grow Every Day. Today I'm going to cover session about Git. In this session thoroughly I will show you a demonstration about how you can use Git for managing your project versioning uh, and all the different relevant commands. Okay, so that will give you an idea from beginning to end level, like how Git is working and what kind of important commands day to day you will require with the Git. Git is a kind of like free and open source distributed version control system. So whenever there are multiple team member working on the same project, so by using Git version control system, it is easy to manage new features working on by different developers, and it get merged into the relevant branch. So Git is a good versioning control system to manage your project versioning when multiple people are working on the same project. Okay, so there are you can see like many known company nowadays using Git, and also it is good like whenever multiple team member working on the same project, it is easily get started with the by using Git, so that no need to manage your code files manually. So let's get started. If you did not have a Git installed in your local, then you need to open this website, git-scm.com. You need to go into the download. On download section, there will be according to your OS, like if you have a Linux, Mac or Windows, according to OS you can download this. You can install this Git. Okay, if you have Windows, you can go to the Windows and download the setup file. If you have a Mac OS, then you can do command accordingly. If you have Linux, then you can run this command, apt install git. Okay, and if you have Mac, then you can do directly this web pro install Git. Okay, and in Windows case, you need to download this Windows setup and you need to run it. In my case, like I'm on Windows, but in my case I already have Git setup in my system. So as soon as you download this setup, you only need to run that in your local. Okay, say for example I am running it. So as soon as I'm running it, it will ask for installation purpose, so you need to install it. But for now I am skipping it because I already have this Git bash installed in my local system. Okay, so once you are done with installing Git in your local, you need to open the Git bash. Okay, so you need to from start bar you can search like Git bash, and that I'm in Windows. In Linux you can open your command prompt with the Git install. So you can see here this is my command prompt, and I will show you step by step all the like how you can use Git from beginning. Okay, so let me go to the one folder specific where I am putting my files. So here I have a one folder, say projects. So right now I am in this folder in my local, like Git tutorial project 1. Okay, so I am inside that particular folder. So let me go to that folder, project 1. Okay, so right now I am inside this project 1 folder, and you can see like in this project 1 folder right now I have a one file readme.txt. okay, so if I will right now I'm in this folder like D drive, learn and grow every day, and GitHub Git tutorial project 1, so in this same path. So here right now Git is not initialized, so I already have Git installed. You can check it by using like Git Test dash version. Okay, so in my case I have a Git Status version, so I have a Git installed, that is the version of 2.13.33. okay, so you can also check the same way your version. So right now in this project, if I will do any Git command here, it will say like repository, not a Git repository, okay, because there is a no any.git folder. So first of all, for making this project Git repository, we need to do first command, that is git init. Okay, so this will initialize the Git. As soon as you do Git init, this is a one important command. As soon as you do Git init, it will initialize the empty Git repository. Okay, so you can see here .git folder is created. So after that, if you do another command, say for example git branch, so that is also important command. So it will right now showing like, if you do git status, so there is a git init, that is for initializing project, initializing Git in your project first time. If you do git status, it will show the changes like in on branch master. By default it will be a master branch. So on branch master, you can see no committed, and this is untracked file, so these changes are not committed. It's showing when we do git status, it will show if any uncommitted changes are in our local. Okay, so here I am doing git branch, that is give a list of branch. So right now master only branch, so that is not only showing that master branch. So let me do another command, git status, so it will show the changes in this file. So let me open this file and do some changes in that. So for now I am adding one line in that. Okay, so I am adding this git learning line 1 in this text file. Okay, so as a part of this text file, I added the changes. So I am doing git status and I am doing git add dot. So this git add dot or git add dot will add all the files ready for committing in your repository. Okay, if you do want to commit specific file, if you have multiple file changes, then you can give a file name also here. Okay, so like git add dot readme.txt, but for now I am doing like git add dot, so it will add all the file ready for commit. You can see untracked file. So now if I will do git status again, so it's saying like this no commits at changes to be committed. Okay, so far it was untracked file, but after doing git add dot, it is ready for commit. Okay, so changes to be committed. So now if I will do git status, it is showing like this file is ready for committing. So we did git add. Okay, git add command. Now I am doing git commit. So git commit is will commit these changes into our repository. So git commit -m, n means message, like if you want to do any message, my first commit. Okay, so here as soon as we do first time commit, please it is telling us you need to add this identity, because whenever we are doing commit, these changes, these things are required, like email and name. So accordingly Git is able to identify which user did this particular change. Okay, so you are able to set this particular configuration. So if you see here git config, there is a command git config -- list. So it will show all the config git configs. So here you can't see that email and name, so that is why it is asking to set that first before doing any commit. Okay, if we do commit, it will not allow us. It is asking us to set this. Okay, so for now I am setting this. So here if you do this -- global, then it will set globally this configuration. But if you want to set globally, means like anywhere you initialize Git, it will apply everywhere in any repository. This is a project one repository. But if you remove that -- global, it will apply to this particular repository only. So right now I am doing repository level Git instead of global. Git config user.email. For now I am giving like your email example.com. Just for a reference, you can give your email. Okay, and this is another command that is for setting the name. So here I am setting the name. Git config, I am not doing global level, again doing repository level, so I am removing that. Name, like you can put your name. Okay, for now I am keeping this your name. So now if you clear this, and if you see here git config list, it will show you that recent you can see like this two configuration is recently added: user dot email, that is your email @example.com, and user dot name, that is your name. Okay, so that config is now set. So as soon as you do any commit in this particular repository, that will identify your username and email against that commit. So that track, Git will keep that track. Okay, so if now we see Git status, we have this changes under track, but it is not committed yet. So let us commit it again. This is my first commit. Now it will allow. Okay, so you can see like this is changes are committed. You can see like this is my first commit, one file changed and one insertion. Okay, so this changes is committed. If now we do git status, it will show like on branch master, nothing to commit, working tree clean. Means this master branch have no any changes now, because we already committed this readme file recent change. Okay, readme txt change. So if we do git status, it will show nothing to commit, working tree clean. Okay, if we do branch command like git branch command, so you can see like git branch command is listing one branch, like that is a default master branch. Okay, so right now we only have a one branch, git master branch. Now let us do one thing. So right now we have in readme, this readme file, we have a one line change, learn git learn line 1. Okay, so now let me do one thing. I am creating new branch, okay, from this master branch. So we can learn how we can create new branch. So here we have a branch. We are currently in master branch. You can see in this project one folder. So now I am creating new branch. Say for example, we are doing some new features on this project. Okay, so we will create a new branch from master branch. Say for example, Git Checkout -b. We can give name like new task 1. Okay, so here we are creating new task one branch, feature branch from master branch. Okay, so we switched to a new branch. So git checkout -b, like git checkout -b and branch name, new branch name. So whenever we want to create a new branch and switch into that branch, we need to give this command git checkout -b. So this command will create a new branch, new task 1 from master branch, and switch to that branch. So here if we do git branch now, it will show us two branch. You can see like we have a two branch in our local master branch and new task 1 branch, and currently we are in new task 1 branch. Okay, so now developer moved to a new branch, that is a new task 1. Okay, so new task 1 is branch and master branch, but currently we are in new task 1 branch. So in this particular new feature branch, developer will do new task, and once task is done, commit those changes, and later I will show like how you can merge these changes to master branch. Okay, so we will learn about merge command as well. So say for example, developer currently have no any changes in this, so it is showing nothing to commit. Okay, and in this particular branch, which is new task 1. Now developer is changing this readme file. He is adding another, adding another line. Okay, so for example, git learning new task 1 done. Okay, so this text file is changed in this particular branch, new task 1 branch. If developer will do git status, so this git status will show like this readme txt is changed. Okay, change is not stage for commit, this is changed. So for making this stage commit, like changes to be stage for commit, you need to do git commit for that. Okay, change is not stage for commit. So let us again commit these changes. So git commit, say for example new task 1 done. Okay, so this changes is first of all we are in this status showing like changes not stage for commit, so we need to git add dot. Okay, so it will make it committable. So now you can get changes to be committable, committed, changes to be committed. Okay, so git add dot or a file name that will make ready these changes for commit. Okay, so now if we do git status, it will show like these changes to be committed. Now I will do git commit dash m, this command git commit dash m, whatever message you want to give like new task 1 done, so that will do a commit these changes into this particular current branch. So currently developer in new task branch. Okay, so if we see status now, if we see branch git branch, so currently we are in branch okay, so currently we are in branch new task 1. So in this new task 1, if we see status, nothing to be committed because this changes is committed. Okay, so now let us see one thing like git status. If we see this text file, let us open this readme.txt file here. So this readme.txt file having a two line, one line and two line. This is a learning new task 1 is done. Okay, so this task second line task is done by developer in new task 1 branch only. Add not merge these changes into master branch. Okay, so if we go to the master branch, if we want to switch branch, there will be a command like git checkout branch name. So that is a master branch. If we are switching the branch, so here switch to the branch git checkout master branch. Okay, so if we see here, so you can see like let us open this file again, readme.txt from this folder. So this file is having single line only because this master branch having a only those one line added, and whatever changes in new task 1 we added a new line to in new task 1, that is add not in the master branch. Okay, so that is why it is showing single line. So now I am doing here git branch. So currently we are in master branch. So if we want to let me go to the again that new branch new task 1. So it is switched now. So if I will again open this file, it is saying like there are updated file having two line, right? So in this new task 1 having this second line that is added as a task 1 done, that is in new branch only. Okay, so if we want to do another one command, like there is a diff command. If you want to see what is different between new task 1 and master branch. Okay, so there will, we are currently in new task 1, so there is a command git diff master. Okay, so this command will give a difference. You can see like git diff master. Currently we are in new task 1 branch, and if we do command git diff master, so that will show here differences like what is different between master branch and new task 1 branch. Okay, so here you can see like there is a one file change in the difference, that readme.txt is changed, and what is changed there. So here you can see like this line is added, git learn new task 1 done line is added. Okay, so that is the changes it is showing, so that will show the difference. So this diff command will help us to check the difference between two branch, like current branch and whatever branch name we are giving, git diff another branch name. Okay, so right now this line showing just for a like space purpose, but this only single line changed. Okay, that is it is showing. So now we learn about diff as well. So right now we are in new task 1 branch. So let me show you the how we can do this new task 1 changes merge into the master branch. So I will show you now merge command. Okay, so I am going to git checkout master branch. So now if I will do git branch, it will list out the local branch, master branch and new task one branch. If I will go to this file, you can see like this updated file having only single line. Okay. So in master branch currently only single line. Those new task one branch changes not merged into master branch. So now I am merging those changes. So after merge, this should have a two line in the text file. Okay. Once we merge this new task one into master branch. So let me do that command git merge branch name. Okay, so this branch name we need to give. So currently we are in master branch and we are merging another branch, new task one. So we need to give this command from master branch. We want to merge new task one changes into the master branch. So currently we are in master branch. So we are giving command like git merge other branch name. So git merge new task one branch. Okay, so we are merging new task one branch changes into the master branch. Okay, so let me run it. So you can see like fast forward, it is merged these changes. So there is a one file merged with two insertion and one deletion. Okay, so you can see like now if you do git branch, so currently in your master branch, let us open this file again. You can see like this readme.txt having a two line now. Okay, so that new task one second line added changes also merged into master branch. Okay, so if so now this both the branch having the same changes, master and new task one both having the same changes, because that developer one done task one changes are already merged into the master branch. So now if we do git diff, we are currently in master branch, so we will do diff with the new task one. So if we do git diff new task one, there will be no any difference. You can see like that it is not showing any difference. Okay, because we already merged those changes here. So that is the about merge command. Let me show you how you can delete this branch one if you did not require in your local. So you can delete those branch git branch dash d. Okay, and then branch name. So this command git branch dash d like a new task one, so that will delete the branch. Okay, so this is deleted branch. So if now if we do git branch, there is a no any branch. Okay, so there are two options like git branch dash d, that small d and capital D. Small d will do check like whether this branch is merged or not. If merged, then and only allowed to delete. If we do capital D, then it will forcefully delete the branch even if that is not merged. Okay, if we do capital D here. Okay, so that this is the git branch dash d branch name, that is command for deleting the branch from local. Okay, so if we here do git branch, it will now show only single branch because we already deleted that branch which is we did not require. Okay, so now again here I am doing git branch. So if we do git branch, here we are doing git branch. So here if we do git branch, there will be a single branch at the moment because we already deleted another branch. Now there are a few more commands, like there is a git lock command. If you do git lock command, it will show the history of your commits in this particular current branch. Okay, if you do git lock, this git log will show the history, like whatever name we set. Like if you remember, we did git config user.name and git config user dot email, that will set over here as a part of author details, your name and emails, config name and emails, date times, that is that will set according to the your changes you did, commit you did. Okay, so if you see these git logs, there is a command Git Lock that will give you the version history of this particular branch. So you can see like we did my first commit, and after that we did another commit, new task 1. Okay, so these two are showing as a part of Git Log. So after, if you do Git Log and if you want to see more detail in this particular commit, then you are able to do that as well. There will be a command like you need to copy this commit ID, and what you did, what changes you did in new task 1, that you are able to see by using git show particular commit ID. Okay, so let me clean and run again. So if you do git show command, git show then commit ID. Okay, git show and commit ID. So this will show like all the details like commit ID and when this commit is done and which file is changed and what line are changed. Okay, so we added this git learn new task 1 done. This is just for a this line, so due to like names spaces at the end in the for Windows purpose, but only in Linux it will show only this single line. So it will show the detailed changes, what changes are done. If you want to show name only, there is some other alternatives also coming, like I think. Okay, so this command git show dash name dash only and then commit ID. Okay, so git show dash name dash only then commit ID. This command will show only the list of change the file names instead of more detail like specific line changes level detail. If you want to list out the files which is changed as a part of particular commit ID, you need to give this git show dash name dash only and then commit ID. So it will give you the list of files that is changed as a part of that commit. Okay, so this is the things about git log and git show after the git difference things. So let us I have a list of command also I prepared before, so let us show like which are the commands we already covered. So we are going to like I already show how you can install the Git. We initialize the fresh repository. We did Git init and in the beginning. This I will cover later. We also did Git config like user.email and user.name. Okay, so we configured the author details. This Git config list I already covered, like this it will give the config list which is already set in the Git repository. Git status command we already covered, like it will show if in any local branch if any changes are ready to any changes are there which is not committed, it will show those status whether like any changes are present in local or not. Git add, it will make changes modified or new added changes ready for committing in your repository. Okay, for tracking purpose. So Git commit, that will do actual commit. Git commit -m, whatever message you want to set, and that will do actual commit in your particular branch. Git branch, that will do list of branch. Okay, give a list of branch. Same way, these are the some relevant command like git branch -r will give you a remote repository branch. Currently in our repository there are no any remote set. Okay, because we are standalone repository in local, we did not have any remote repository at the moment, just for a initial demo purpose. So if we do git remote -r, it will not show anything for now. Okay, because we did not have any remote repository. There is a git remote dash. If we see, we did not have any git remote set at the moment. That is why it is showing blank. Okay, so that will the git branch will give us a local branch list, as we are already doing like git branch. We currently have a single branch. Another new task branch we deleted. This will give all remote repository branch as well whenever we have a remote repository set in our local repository. Git branch -a, it will give like all local and remote repository branch list. Git checkout, we already checked like Git checkout any particular branch name, so we are switching from new task branch to master branch, so that we already cover. Git checkout -b, like we already cover this, like how we can create new branch and switch the branch. Same way, like this is a switching the branch from one branch to another branch, that we already covered. Git merge command we already covered, like we created new task branch and merged in those changes into the master branch, so that we already covered. Git diff I already covered, like how you can see difference between two branch. This git pull we will cover later along with git clone, that is relevant to remote repository. That is why git push also we will cover as a part of remote repository. This all git branch we already covered this command, like for deleting the local branch, git branch dash d then branch name, that will delete the your branch. Okay, so there are two options, like this small d will delete branch on if only these changes are merged into the master branch, and this capital D will forcefully delete this branch even if changes are not merged into the master branch. Okay, so these both command are for deleting purpose. These are remote branch deleting purpose, but we will see that later once we add remote in our repository. Git logs we already covered, like we are able to see the already committed changes by using git log. Git show will show the changes of specific commit id, as we already covered that, like git show and those details. This git test is kind of like if you have some changes in your repository and you want to switch your branch from this branch to any other branch temporary, you want to test some changes, like store into the temporary storage, then you are able to use Git Test. Okay, say for example I am in master branch, I am going to create new branch, say for example again new task 2 branch, say for example. Okay, so I am in now new task 2 branch, and I have another branch is master branch. Okay, so right now I have this changes Git status. Okay, say for example I am changing this file and adding line number 3. Okay, so currently I am already having some changes in this branch Git status. Okay, so if we see there is a readme.txt file modified line 3 we added for task 3. So right now suddenly I want to switch this branch from new task to master branch, but right now this is uncommitted changes, right? And I want to switch branch, so temp, and I don't want to commit these changes because I done partial work and not completed task to add. So in between for switching this branch I want to do git test. Okay, so this git test will temporarily store those changes. So now if I will do git status, it is showing changes, right, in this branch new task branch. Okay, so I am doing git test now, sorry, so I am doing git test. So you can see like saved working directory and index test work in progress on new task 1. So this task changes are tested now. So if we do git status, it will not show anything because whatever changes we are currently in this branch, temporary changes, in progress changes, work in progress changes, that is test. Test means it is stored somewhere. If we see git test list, so you can see like currently in git task list there are 1 changes already present in the queue. Okay, so that is we recently stored. So now we are easily able to switch the branch. We are going to git checkout master. So if we want to do anything in this master branch, now we are in master branch, and if you want to do anything in the master branch, and we can do, and then again we switch back to that task 2 branch. So now we are back to this branch, and we so far we did partial work in this branch. Okay, so now this work we need back from test. So we can see in the test git test list, and now we need to do git test pop. Okay, so that will pop up the recently added test changes. So you can see like it is already pop now. So if we do git status now, it is showing these changes again. So those changes we get back from our test. So that test is for If we have any work in progress changes in specific branch and we want to switch that branch suddenly, we are able to test those changes temporary. Okay, so that is we got covered. So for now, let me undo these changes. Okay. So we should not have any changes now in this branch. Git branch. Okay. So again, we have this clean everything. Both branches are same. Okay. So now we covered this Git test. This Git blame is also kind of like, if we have any file we want to check, like this changes is done by which particular author, then Git blame command will use for checking purpose, like this change is done by which particular user based on some details. Okay, same way like this Git cherry pick command is used for like if you want to cherry pick one particular commit from one branch to another branch, instead of all the changes of that specific branch, this git cherry pick command will use the same way like git apply use for applying any patches. Okay, so this git cherry pick command, say for example you did 3-4 commits in new task 2 branch, and if you want to instead of merging all the commit of this new task branch changes into master branch, you want to merge specific commit, then you can do git cherry pick that particular commit. Okay, so say for example I'm in new task 2 branch. Okay, and I am adding here one line. Okay, task 2 line 1, I am adding task 2 line 1, and I am doing commit. I am doing git commit, one commit, task 2 line 1. Okay, so this changes is done. So in this branch we did one commit. If we see log, we did this task 2 line 1 commit. Now we are doing one more commit in this particular branch, task 2 line 2. Okay, so if we do git status again, it will show the changes. So we can git add, those changes, git add dot git status. We can do git commit again. So we are doing git commit again, task 2 line 2. Okay, so we are doing 2 commits. So here in this branch we in new task 2 branch we added 2 line 4 and 5, task 2 line 1 and task 2 line 2 in with 2 different commits. Okay, so if we see logs, we have a task 2 line 2 and task 2 line. Now instead of merging this both the commit changes like task 2 line 1 and line 2, this both, instead of this new task 2 branch both the commit we want to merge in master, we want to just merge one commit instead of this all the changes of new task merge into master branch. Like we can do git merge new task 2 in master branch, but we want to merge only single commit instead of all the 2 commits of this branch. Okay, so we have 2 commits. So if we see here in git log, in this particular due task 2 branch there are 2 changes, 2 commit changes, like 1 and 2 commits, task 2 line 1 and line 2. So we are cherry picking one specific commit into the master branch. So this task 2 line 1 this particular changes we are if you see there are 2 changes, task 2 line 1 and 2, there are 2 different commit we did. So we are cherry picking task 2 line 1 changes specific commit. So I'm copying this commit ID and I'm putting it along with this cherry pick command. So we will run this git cherry pick command with this commit ID into a master branch. So I'm going to master branch now, git checkout master. So here we are in master branch now, and instead of doing git merge new task 2, it will merge both the commit. We are only cherry picking one commit ID. So we are running this command now. If we switch to readme.txt in master branch, there are only 2 lines, and now we are cherry picking one particular commit from this new task 2 in master branch. Okay, so we are doing git cherry pick this particular commit. So you can see like now if we refresh this file, we get this specific line change, task to line 1 instead of both the commit in the both the commit from new task 2 branch, because new task 2 we added 2 line, task 2 line 1 and line 2, but we cherry pick only one commit by using git cherry pick command. Okay, so this is how this git cherry pick works. Okay, so that is about git cherry pick command. This git blam command also used for checking purpose, like if you want to check this particular file changed by which particular author at which time, we are able to do like git blam, then there is a file name, like we need to give file name. We have a readme.txt, right? So let me give that single file name. So it is showing here like these are the different commit ID, and this particular username, your name, that is we set, so that will be XYZ name, and this particular time this kind of commit message. So this is changes done by these different authors on this particular file. So we are able to blam means we are able to identify which users did which specific change in this particular file. Okay, so this way blam command will use for blamming, I mean identifying purpose. This reset command is for just to say, for example, currently in this git branch, right now we have this task to line 1. Okay, and if we see git branch, we are in master branch and we have a git log this. Okay, if we don't want this task to line 1 changes somehow, and we want to set our head set our head to this particular commit, previous commit, in that case we are able to use this command like git reset. So instead of this commit as a head, we want to remove these changes and we want to make this commit as a head. We are able to do that with reset command like git reset test hard, and then we can keep this commit ID. So in that case, after running this command, this line will be removed. Okay, those changes will be removed and it will go to the previous commit. So you can see head is now set at this particular commit. Okay, so if we see here git branch now, and if we refresh this file, so these changes is already gone. So if we do git log now in master branch, it will show us those 2 commit only. Okay, and our head is at this commit which we reset at. Okay, reset hard at. So this way we'll use reset command. So this way, like this cherry pick is used, this way this reset and blam used. So now we are using some pending command which is relevant to remote repository operation. This all operation we did here, that is in our local repository we did. Okay, so now what we are doing is we are cloning some remote repository. Say for example, repository is hosted on some cloud or git cloud repository. Say for example, in our case we are taking this GitHub repository. GitHub.com is kind of like cloud-based Git remote repository for hosting our codes. So GitHub.com is very good third-party vendor to host our code, and there are lot of open source project and many private repository hosted on GitHub.com. That is a cloud-based Git repository. Okay, so I am demonstrating git clone command. Git init we already covered. So now I am cloning. I already have one repository set up on github.com. So this is my repository. Just for a demonstration purpose, only one file added over there. So what I am taking is I am taking this Git repository repository URL. And there are 2 ways, like HTTP based URL or SSH based URL. I already set up the SSH key of my system onto the GitHub, so it will directly clone it. Otherwise, if we do HTTPS, it will ask for a password. Okay, I'm skipping those steps for now, but I'm cloning this repository. So I will show you clone command now. this clone command git lock. Okay, so I'm going to git tutorial previous another folder that instead of project one we are using before. So I'm cloning this repository in here. So let me git clone that. Okay, so this command will help us to cloning the project in our local system, remote repository, Git repository into our local system. So we are cloning projects. Like someone tell you like this is the repository URL, you have to clone in your local. So you can do git clone, then your repository URL. So whatever URL, whatever the repository name, that those folder will be created, and code will be cloned in that particular folder. If you want to give specific folder name, then you can able to give here after repository URL. Okay, so now already this is cloned, so we can go to the that particular folder git tutorial demo. Okay, cd git tutorial demo, let us check. Yeah, so git tutorial demo 1. Okay, so you can see like there is a one folder created with master branch in that, sorry, that main branch, because git is default creating a main branch instead of master. So we have this main branch, and we have one file in that readme.md, that same file we already having. Okay, so that way we use the git clone command to clone the remote repository. So this all command we already covered. This is the command to check the remote branch. So say for example, if we are doing here git branch, it will give a local branch. Okay, if we do git checkout -b and we are creating new branch, say for example new task 1, so it will if we do git branch, it will show two branch, local branch as well as remote branch. But if we do git branch -r, means it will show remote branch. Okay, so you can see like these are the remote branch, origin man. So that is, it is showing only remote branch. If we do a, it will show both the branch, like these are the local branch and these are the remote branch. Okay, so if we do git branch, that will show only local branch. So this -r and -a, -r will give remote branch and -a will give all branch. So this is the remote. If you want to splice a remote branch list, this -r will help with the git branch. Okay, so these are some that relevant command. This pull and push is also kind of like, say for example, we created a one new branch, new task 1, and we did some changes into that. If we want to push it, then we can do git push. First time when we are doing pushing any branch which is not existing on remote, then we need to git push -- set upstream, then whatever origin is, and we need to add that branch name. Okay, so git push -- upstream, then origin, and then particular branch name. So that was the task 1. So it will push those branch. Okay, so you can see like now this branch is pushed to origin. So if we see here, so far it only main branch showing. If we refresh, now it will have a more branch. Now you can see new task 1 branch is created. Okay, so that way you are able to create the you are able to push the changes, push the changes into remote repository. Same way you are able to pull as well. Like if someone done changes in this particular branch, if you do git pull, it will pull those changes from remote repository which is pushed by some other developer. Okay, if it is already up to date, then it will show already up to date. Okay, so this way git pull and push command is used to push the changes to the origin. Okay, say for example, if you want to remove this new task 1 branch from this remote repository, in that case this command will help to you. Git push origin -- delete. Okay, so this command will you need to give branch name here, new task 1. Okay, so git push origin -- delete new task 1, so that will delete branch from remote repository only. Okay, so you can see like this deleted. So if we do git branch, it will show in the local, But if you refresh over here, right now it is showing, but if you refresh here, new task one branch will not show. Okay, so this is removed. So this command will help you to remove the remote repository branch. Okay, and these are for local remote purpose that I already show you. So these are the different those relevant commands. So yeah, so I think I already covered those all these commands. So we already covered how we can initialize fresh repository in the local, how we can clone the remote repository, how we can do the config things, status, commit, and branch, and all these commands we already covered. And this how we can remove remote repository, that is also we covered. Okay, so these are the cherry pick and reset and all those important commands relevant to Git we covered as a part of this session. And GitHub also, github.com is also a good platform to host your repository source code, and this is also giving many more options, advanced level option to implement your CI/CD workflow and many things as a like GitHub Actions and more of those things. More options available in the GitHub. Okay, github.com. So that way you are able to use Git thoroughly end to end. Okay, so this is the my end to end sessions regarding Git that will help you to collaborate with your bigger team on bigger project, and hope you easily able to manage your versioning of your project, and your project will be get more success, and you have a good collaboration with your bigger team, and hopefully you have less conflict, and your code will be really merge well into the master branch and get deployed to the production happily, and you have a happy coding with the Git. Thank you for your time, and thank you for watching this session. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel for more such kind of technical exciting session. Thank you so much for your time.